Jeff, please tell us your meth story.
Do you have a friend or are you the friend who has, this sounds like another ad read actually,
It really does.
who is the person that retains the memories? I have a couple
Oh
of
yeah, that's
friends
me.
who, yeah, that's you. I believe that.
Absolutely.
I would have guessed that. I have friends who remember everything. This name check Danny Glamour. I see you. My friend Joe, who's been my friend since eighth grade. He remembers we were in bands together. We toured together. He remembers everything. And and he told me a story back to me recently that was incredible, which is that we had like a 16-year-olds as 16-year-olds we had like a heavy metal band. We were pretty good, and we even made like a demo. We had no singer, and we made this demo, and the guy who recorded it was also my drum teacher and kind of like a mentor to us. He'd been in metal bands for a very long time in the region, basically. And we needed a singer, and we were ready to get out there into the world. I'm telling you, they were good songs. Okay, I just recently listened back. They were good songs for 16-year-olds. So we wanted a singer. We decided to put an ad in the Alt Weekly here in City Pages, which is now long gone. And all I remember about, and all Joe remembered about what we said, besides that we were looking for singers, was that we said we were young. We didn't say we were 16 and that you were going to meet at my mom's house. And we said that we had a label ready demo. That was the advice from our mentor. And and I think about this and laugh so hard because we probably did 7 auditions. It started with like a phone call. And then some fucking dude with like a mullet, and you know, any number of like, what it was, like acid wash jeans, any number of kind of looks were present. They'd show up to jam with us, and would find out when they got there that they were grown men and we were 16. And a couple of us were very awkward. And anyway, so like they would say things like, well, I gotta say, I mean, you said you were young in the ad. I didn't realize you were this young. There was a guy who was so nervous to sing that he asked if he could take the microphone all the way into another room separate from us. So we're like, dude, this is not a good start. We're trying to get out there. Um, but
Make
anyway,
for interesting live gigs.
but there was this one dude who just wanted to hang out. And so we did, like, we played, and then we went upstairs into the living room. My mom was not there, and we hung out on the couch. And the guy told us at length how you make meth. And like, there's like it's just like he's preaching, doing like a sort of tutorial to these 16-year-olds. None of them did meth. There was a lot of pot among us, not me, but like among us. There's a lot of acid among us, but no meth. And this guy just went on and on at length about how he and how we also could make meth. And I
And that's the story
somehow,
of how you found your singer.
yeah, that's how we found our singer, man. Yeah, no, that was a good band, super jacked up. Um, Also to say that I didn't know the story about Oasis accidentally taking meth and then playing a show, but you can watch it on YouTube. Um, so
What show was that? Because that could be that
it was
feels like there
here.
could
I
be
think
so
it was in
many.
the States. I
Okay, I
think it
was
was in
gonna
the States
say.
at a club.
Okay, okay, all right. That tracks because I have seen the documentary about like their Wembley show, which was like one of their worst
Oh my God.
live gigs
I just
ever.
watched it recently.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which I think I have like the live, and then they had to make that a live recording.
It's so painful to watch.
Which is so painful to watch, but, like, to see, like, how they were able to kind of cobble together the audio to make something somewhat passable to sell, and then you look back and you're like, "Wow," and now I'm gonna be a really bad Oasis fan. I can't remember which one fucked up. I think it was Liam who fucked up, who
Well,
was just
Liam,
like.
I mean, the thing that you can watch on YouTube, which is like a bunch of cuts, is, and I was never an Oasis fan. Honestly got obsessed with footage for some reason after they announced they were going to reunite, but it's because
Right,
it's everywhere in my algorithm. But now
right.
I'm just like, I'm transfixed. I'm not even that big of a fan of the music still, but I'm transfixed. And it's the one that I'm thinking of at Wembley is like Liam Gallagher is singing not the real lyrics to the
Yes,
songs.
yes,
He's
yes, yes,
pausing
yes.
to say things like, "Does anybody want some lasagna?"
No,
Uh,
exactly,
to
exactly,
fucking
exactly, no.
Wembley.
No,
It's
no,
incredible.
he was, like, purposely, like, drunk and angry, like, they'd gotten in a
Yeah.
fight, and, like, the second night, he knew that, you know, they were going to have to be making like, they had all the recording stuff there, like, they knew this was gonna be the live album, and he's just like, "Fuck it, let's do it," and, like, and years later, I think he'd apologized, but Noel was just, like, beside himself. He's just like, "W Okay, I'm ready to go, right? I'm ready to leave," and Liam's like, "Oh, what do you mean we're leaving now?" And it's like, Noel is just, like, done, you know?
Mind you, it's at Wembley. Yeah,
It's at
no, it's
Wembley.
amazing.